how I do it. Yeah, I'm feeling better today. I'm almost 100%, right? I was, down last week, but not out. Never out, just a little down, right? But everything is good. Trip is moving forward. That's tomorrow. I'll tell you more about it tomorrow, but it's gonna be a you know, late night, early morning kind of thing situation. But we'll be attending North Star meetings on the East Coast. So I'll be there tomorrow. Like I said, I'll keep you guys posted, but I hope you guys are well. Happy Monday to you. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope your teams won. I know you guys are all in front of the TV like I was watching, football and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, that's what I do too. Saturdays, Saturdays and Sundays for me, and then Saturday, Sunday nights, and then Monday nights as well, right? Then Thursday, right? It actually starts on Thursday these days, but anyway, did I say hope you guys are doing well? Yeah, I repeat myself. But let me turn on the chat. You guys can feel free to make chat, say hello, how you doing? I put the comment section up, so feel free to make your comments. I'm live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, like I always am. There was something I was going to say. Let me move my headset. I'm sorry about that. If you got a little noise right there, but there's something I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? I'm live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, right? So I guess that was it. Oh no, this is what I was gonna say today. So normally I would display in the background hotels, right? Either hotels that I've been to, or yeah, mostly hotels that I've been to. Well, these are destinations. So this is today is all about the destinations, and I'll explain if they, whatever destination, if they don't, maybe they're not as obvious to everyone. So this is Chicago. This is the kind of the skyline and the waterfront, or I think that's the Chicago part of the Chicago River, in Chicago, right? Which is one of those favorite meeting destinations. One of my favorite ones too, right? To have meetings, to go to meetings, to host your own meetings, whatever. It's kind of one of those great places downtown. Now, if once you start venturing out of downtown, you're on your own. But I love downtown. And the funny thing about Chicago is it's one of the top destinations for meetings, but it's in a short period of time, right? Because it gets cold and the weather gets kind of crazy in Chicago. But it's only like the spring through, early fall for the most part. Because, other parts of the year, you can't be having a meeting in December in Chicago, right? Because it's too damn cold, right? It's snowing and carrying on. So, but yeah, so they have a short window, but it's probably one of the best destinations. When the weather is good, the weather is great in Chicago, right? So there you go. So I just want to let you know, instead of showing hotels today, I will be showing destinations and different things in a destination. So I don't know, I have about, I don't know, five or I don't know how many destinations, but you will get to it, right? But today's topic, I always have a topic, right? So this is a second part of the topic I was doing on Friday. If you remember, does anybody remember? Probably not. That's okay, because I'm gonna let you know. So it's the second part of the social media collaborations. Collabs is short for collaborations. Why not? Why not do them, right? And the reason why I talked about this is because I did this. I collaborated with someone last week, and that was Kat Von B. Well, I actually did two collabs. I did one with I call her C, but her name is Chelsea. She's out of Paris, but I met her in Ghana. Right? She was a tour. She was doing an internship with a tour operator out in Ghana, and that's how I met her. And then she went back. She finished her internship with the tour company, and then she went back home, which is Paris, France. So we did a collaboration, on it was last week, and then the day after that, I did one with Kat Von B, who is from the United States, but she actually lives half her time in Greece. So she was in Athens, right? So collabs are about, I'm gonna let you know what they're about, but don't sleep on. I always say don't sleep on certain things. Well, don't sleep on doing collaborations because, in a nutshell, if you're a big proponent of social media and you do collabs with somebody that maybe has more of an audience than you do, guess who benefits? You both benefit. They benefit from you and your audience, and you benefit from them and their audience. But hopefully, you're doing it with someone that has a lot more audience or a lot bigger audience than you do, and that's what you want. I reached out a few times. Um, I'm sorry, I was looking at an email. I get those emails every now and then. But this is part two, right? So let me catch you up on the first, I think, six from last week, and they go as follows: extended reach and audience expansion, credibility and trust. These are things that why you should do a collaboration, right? Why not do them, right? Why, if you're going to do anything on social media, why not collaboration? That would really impact your brand. And I'm giving you examples of how it would: extended reach and audience expansion, credibility and trust, diverse content and expertise, cross promotion, cost effective marketing, innovation and creativity, audience engagement, building community, or is that today's? Maybe today's is building community. Yeah, building communities, networking opportunities. I can't, for some reason, I cannot see this. I cannot see that. Audience engagement. Okay, so audience engagement we're going to pick up today. So innovation and creativity was the last one from Friday. So that was number 6. So number 7 is audience engagement. And I have these glasses on, and for whatever reason, I guess the backdrop is green and the lettering is green, and maybe I need to change the font, but I'm not going to change it right now. So you guys got to bear with me. Okay, is that all right? Okay. So these are social media collabs, right? Why you should do them. So number 7 is audience engagement. Collaborations can foster engagement and conversations among your audience. It encourages comments, shares, and discussions, which can boost your content's visibility on social media platforms. And that's what you want, right? Because you can't control what people are going to do with what they see, right? So they may share it, they may make comments, but the more different people that see, you collaborate with different people that, oh, I didn't even know he even knew that person, that kind of thing. It encourages people to start making comments, maybe share it with their people, and that's what you want, right? So you always want people to share it. And I don't have any shame when it comes down to collaboration with someone. I would tell them, I said, hey, can you mind letting your people know to follow me? You know what I mean? I told a gentleman that the other day, right? I was doing a collab with Kat Von B, and then someone else came on. I invited someone else. One of her colleagues came on, and he had like 600,000 followers, right? So I said, hey, do you mind if I ask you to have your people follow me? And some of them did, right? So that's what you want, right? You want to engage with people that have more followers than you, have more of a village than you do, have more engagement than you do. All those things to benefit. Well, it benefits both parties because you still have a number of people that follow you that will follow them as well. But if, like I said, you always want to make sure that you follow someone or that you're doing collabs with someone that has a greater reach than you do. This is going to benefit you. Okay, so that's what it's all about, right? You want to get out there and you want people to engage with you, let people know what you do and all that kind of stuff. So I know I'm making sense, right? You guys understand. You guys are smart. So those are different. I'm sorry, see, I forgot to mention. This is Cocoa Beach in Amina, which is in Ghana. So Ghana is a country in Africa, right? So Amina is a city within Ghana. Okay, so outside of Accra, if you guys know where that is, there's a beautiful beach. Stayed here. We stayed at this hotel that's near here, or this resort. But the destination would be Amina. Okay, so just wanted to share that. And then the next one is, of course, Hollywood. Hollywood. Number 8, community building. Collaboration can help you build a sense of community around your brand or content. Shared interests or values with collaborators can attract like-minded followers who become loyal advocates. So yeah, so you people invite you to come on the collabs, or you invite them to come on collabs, that their audience will start being loyal to you. Not all of them, but some of them will, especially if they're like-minded people, right? So I do collabs with people that either they're hotel people, they're travelers, they're quote unquote, well, content creators, or a lot of people call them these influencers, all that kind of stuff. That's who I collaborate with, right? those are the people that they stay in hotels. We talk about hotels. We talk about travel. We talk about, what they look for as a guest. You know what I mean? So, and what do their people look for? And sometimes their people will even chime in, right? So you want to get to the people that are actually staying at these hotels as well, right? So it's not just about all these influencers and this and that, because a lot of times the influencers aren't your influencers are not your guests, right? They're not the people that they won't be my clients, right? I want to get to people that are potentially my clients, potentially people that need me to help them with finding a hotel for their meetings, for their conventions, for their conferences, for their retreats, whatever that may be, right? So that's where I'm trying to reach, right? So I want to collaborate with people that we're like-minded on travel, we're like-minded on we stay in hotels, and we understand the whole travel aspect of it. Okay, so that's you want to communicate with or make sure you link up with those types of people. It's cool to if you collaborate with people. I mean, you have to know, I guess, what what platform you're speaking from, or what area you're speaking from. What are you trying to get across to people? Russell of Hotels is me, right? I do hotel site selection. I do content creating. Okay, so I'm trying to reach the people that need assistance with that. Now, the people that I collaborate, they may be doing the same thing, but that's okay. They could be international. I'm here in the States. I'm domestic, right? So some people look at, well, are you competing with people, this and that? Well, no, because I never look at anything as competition, because everybody's different. They have their own people that follow them, right? But some of those people, I'm not going to get, if I'm following someone that, if I'm doing a collab with someone that has 600,000 followers, more likely I'm not going to get all 600,000 of their followers. That's not even realistic, okay? Because they're following that person for a reason, for a main reason. And the same reason that they would follow me is not the reason that they follow them, okay? So I understand that. So don't think you're going to, tap into 100% of their resources. That's not going to happen. But you will glean some people from there, and that's what you want. Okay, it's all about gleaning a certain amount of people. You're never going to get all of them. That would not be realistic. The next one is networking opportunities, and this is Long Beach, California, the LBC. Networking opportunities, collaborations, provide opportunities to network with individuals or businesses in your industry or related fields. These connections can lead to future partnerships or other collaborations, right? A lot of my collabs that I've done have ended up doing other collabs with somebody else. That's good. Or you get opportunities because you did those collaborations with certain people. That happens all the time. So one just the other day is leading to, it hasn't happened yet, but it will lead to another one in the near future. Now I'll keep you posted on that. So because the more people you're exposed to, the more people are going to know what you do. And once you know what are the three things I always say? People need to know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. Boom. That's it. So there's other opportunities that can come up because you didn't just sit on the sidelines. You actually got in the game. And that's what you want, right? You want to get in the game, get out the sidelines, get in the game. I didn't tell you what that was. Oh, yeah, I did tell you that was Long Beach. Okay. So this is Detroit, Skyline in Detroit. And number 10 is content variety. Collaborations can introduce different types of content to your audience. For instance, if you primarily create written content, collaborating with someone who specializes in video content can diversify your content offering. Right. This guy that I collaborated with the other day, he was a photographer, right? He's like a world-class photographer. I mean, his pictures or photos or videos are dope. So that's not what I'm trying to compete with, right? But I learned some things from him, and some people learned what I did as well. They liked the way I had the conversation with him. It wasn't an interview, just a conversation, right? So just stick to who you are and what you do well, right? I'm not a photographer. I do post pictures and photos and videos, yeah, but that is not what I do. My thing is, introducing those brands to everyone else, right? To bigger brands or to to the world, right? So my job is like a host, right? So my job is to bring people on. I ask them questions because there may be people you don't know about that you don't even know exist, right? Or what they even do out in the world of hospitality. Because a lot of people, they may do content creating, but they're doing it from a different perspective. Some may be showcasing hotels. Some may be showcasing destinations, but different ways, right? And some may be world class photographers where they're doing those same things, but they're doing it with a different eye than someone else would do, right? So my job is to highlight those people and highlight their brands, right? So I'm the brand that brings out those brands or highlight their brands, even if they need it or not, right? That's my job to do, okay? They may not need me to do that, right? But like I said, it's all about having a conversation with me. It's not about, I'm interviewing somebody. Oh, did you see my interview? No, I have conversations, and that's what they're all about. Just conversations about how they got in this industry, what they're doing, um, because other people may want to do what they do. So that's what I do, right? But everything I do is within the hospitality space. Content variety. Okay, remember this is Detroit Skyline. Number 11, mutual learning. Mutual learning. Collaborating with others allows for knowledge sharing and mutual learning. You can acquire new skills when gain insights and stay updated on industry trends. Yeah, you always want to stay up on industry trends, and you can learn from both people. I always get asked about, especially when I'm speaking with someone that's overseas, what's going on here? What are the hotel trends in California or in LA or the States? And I'll ask the same things for them as, if they're in Athens, or Greece, what's going on there? Any different kind of trends? What's going on with the euro? That kind of thing. So, to keep them abreast, keep us abreast of what's going on there and keep them abreast of what's going on here. So the backdrop here is in Memphis, Tennessee. This is a distillery, a whiskey distillery. Can't think of the name of it. It starts with a D. Domenico, Dominic's whiskey. But anyway, so that's whiskey. That's corn mash. Okay, so that's that's a distillery, right? So that's in a big pot, and it's mash at this time. It's fermented, and you can actually put your hand in, which this gentleman is doing, get to the bottom of it, not maybe a couple of layers down, and you see the liquid, right? And you actually can taste it. You can taste it, and you can taste it. Tastes, and what does it taste like? It's kind of a bitter taste, but it's making its way to whiskey. So you can tell that it's on its way to whiskey, but it's not that strong right now. It doesn't have a flavor. It has like maybe a corn mash kind of flavor, or a corn kind of flavor, corny, kind of sour, but you can taste a little of the alcohol in it. So, but yeah, it's interesting. The process is interesting. So I said, you know what, I need to take a video of this. And when I go to these meetings or conferences or trade shows, or whatever, there's always a community component to it. Like you go out, there's an activity, and there's something within the community, right, or something that they do that particular destination does. So of course, Memphis, Tennessee, a lot of distilleries like in downtown where they're making whiskey, right? So I said, I've never done that before. I'm going to do that. So it was a tour. And so you go through and see how it's made, the ingredients that they use. And then it always ends up, at a bar, right? Trying different whiskeys, from scotch to whiskey to, Tennessee whiskey, there's different aging process. The barrel, it goes into a barrel, and there's a whole aging process to it. So, but it's interesting, right? So I had to show that. So that's what that is. So if you ever get an opportunity to do that, I would say do it, because especially if you're interested in like distilled spirits and things like that. Maybe you're not interested in it. You just want to try something new. Hey, there you go. I don't drink a lot of whiskey. I taste it. I tasted it. Don't get me wrong. I did taste it. But I don't need to. I'm not gonna. Oh my God, I have to have. No, I don't do all that. But now if it was a beer, brewery, then I'll probably still be there, right? No, I'm joking. But no, definitely interesting. Definitely something to check out. So, boom, number 12. Let's see. Oh, my phone turned off. Number 12. Hold on one second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Number 12 is at measurable results. Measurable results. Collaboration efforts can often be tracked and measured. You can assess the impact of the collaboration through metrics such as engagement rates, follower growth, and website traffic. Yeah. So has that increased? Right. So after I did two collabs last week, did I get more people? Did I get more engagement? Did I get more comments? Yeah, all those. Right. So right after that, there's always going to be like a peak, right? In your, you're going to get more. Like if I'm on Instagram, right, I'm gonna get more people that are making comments. I'm gonna get more people that are now they want to connect with me or follow me or friend, whatever the heck it's called. They want to connect with me. Okay, let's just say they want to connect with me. And I'm getting more engagement where people are starting to like more of the stuff that I do. All because of that, right? Because the people didn't even know who I was before I did this collaboration. So your brand is going out there to a different audience that you have never touched before. And that's the important part, right? So you want to make sure you're doing that because you get its measurable results. You know what I mean? So social media is one of those things that you'll know exactly what's going on. It's not like the newspaper ad. Like you put something in a newspaper or you put something on a billboard, okay, on a 405 freeway, and you're like, well, what are my results from that? You have no idea, right? You have no idea. Well, it's based on there's 300,000 cars that drive by this billboard on a daily basis. So what? What does that mean? Who's counting? Who's counting how many times someone calls you based on you drive 100,000 people driving on the freeway next to that ad, right? You don't know. You really don't know. Newspaper ads, billboard ads, magazine ads. You don't know of the engagement. You don't know how many people are actually reading the comments or reading the story or whatever, or seeing the picture or the photo. You don't know, right? But on social media, you do because you have, people click on it, right? So you know exactly, well, I got 1,000 clicks and 500 comments. So you know exactly. And people went to the website. So during this period of time, 1,000 people went to my website. And then out of the 1,000, 5% of them converted to reservations. I mean, you would know that because you can quickly measure that. You can see it. It's kind of real time stuff. But you cannot do that with, a billboard or something like that. So what is this right here? So this is Santa Fe, New Mexico. So if you've been to Santa Fe, New Mexico, this is a mountain formation that's outside of town. And it looks like a camel's head, right? So it's a rock formation or mountains or whatever. You can walk up to it, right? You can't go up to I guess maybe some people do climb on it. I didn't. But yeah, so in the distance, you can take a picture of that, and it looks like a camel's head. If you didn't look at it before, didn't think about it like that, doesn't it look like a camel's head, like looking, well, that's what that is. And that's in Santa Fe, New Mexico. So I love Santa Fe. You ever been to Santa Fe before? Santa Fe is a cool little destination, a little quiet. It's out in the cut, out kind of away from everything. But the food in Santa Fe, New Mexico, the green chili, the what are the chilies called? Oh my God, what are the chilies called in New Mexico? They would call them Anaheims here. Dang, they're green, but they turn red. They have different flavors. Oh my goodness, Hatch chilies. Damn it, Hatch. They're called Hatch peppers, Hatch chilies. They're green, but then they turn red. And then they make sauces from the red and the green ones. And and then if you're in a restaurant and they say, well, what flavor, what color chili would you want? And you say, either red or I want green, right? Or you can say Christmas, and they'll do both of them. Oh my gosh, the Christmas, woo. So yeah, so. Oh my God. And this is on Broadway in Nashville, okay? You ever been to Nashville before? Oh my God. Nashville they always say New York is a city that doesn't sleep. You've been to Nashville? They don't sleep there either, okay? In fact, these are bars and clubs, right? They're back to back to back to back to back. On either side of the street, there's probably 30 clubs on each side of the street. So that's like 60. And there's live music going on all day long, all day, all night long. And I'm not just saying that; it's the truth. Okay, so if you've never been to Nashville, in fact, Nashville they say is the what do you call it? Um, bride. What is it? When the bride, when you get married, the bridal power, bridal party capital of the world. Whatever that thing is called. The bride, the girl that gets married, the girl that gets married. What is it called? I cannot think today. I don't know what's going on today. But the person's getting married, they have a party or a get together before that happens. It's not a bachelorette party. There you go, a bachelorette party. It's like the bachelorette party capital of the United States, at least, right? So, because you'll see a lot of people walk in, and you see the obvious bride because she has whatever on, and all her girls are with her and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of cool, right? But like I said, this is Broadway. Broadway is the main street in Nashville with all the clubs and bars, right? So if you haven't been there, it is definitely an experience, okay? And this is just part of it, right? So it goes back the other way, but yeah, it's definitely it don't sleep. It doesn't sleep. So and then brand exposure, okay? So that's number 13, and that's the last one. Collaborating with well-known individuals or brands can elevate your brand's exposure and visibility. This exposure can lead to increased recognition and opportunities. So yeah, so you if you expose your brand or if you do collabs with people that are known brands or people that have a huge following, it's only going to benefit you. Okay, it may not benefit them, but see, they don't care because they've already reached that point. I talk to these people, they're like, yeah, sure, why not? You know what I mean? I already reached my point. If I can help you out and expose you to some people that, may not know who you are, that's the good thing, right? So don't go in there with an ego thinking, oh, because I got X amount of followers and this and that. No, just it's all about helping other people. It's all about building your community through the help of somebody else's community. And that's okay, right? Just like me posting this, not that Nashville needs my help, right? But a lot of people don't know that Nashville is like a place that doesn't sleep, that has all these bars and music. You talking about music 24/7, probably 26/7. Okay, it ain't 24 hours, 26 hours in Nashville, right? And it's music going on all day, all night, 24/7. Okay, I'm telling you. And it is the coolest place to go. And you go get your Nashville hot sandwich. And you know what? They have vegan food in Nashville. They have vegan restaurants in Nashville because people are probably saying, well, what do you eat? Because you probably went there and ate real chicken. No, I didn't. They have enough vegan restaurants in Nashville for me to be happy. And they have Nashville hot chicken sandwiches for vegans. Okay, so there you go. All right. So, but like I said, Nashville doesn't need the exposure from me, but you know what? That's okay. All right. So there's some people out there that may follow me or may even look at this and never even thought of Nashville. And it's a good meeting destination as well. They have a lot of hotels there, actually a lot of them in their downtown area, right? So I stayed when I was there at the Drury Plaza Hotel, which was a new build. It's like maybe 3 years old or whatever. About 300 rooms. Sky, it's a tower. Very nice. It would be ideal for like leisure family groups, sports groups because they have a lot of sports. They have a stadium that's nearby, basketball, all that, basketball, football, everything, major sports, major activities there. So yeah, Nashville is a place. I'm telling you, Nashville. Do not sleep on Nashville as a meeting destination. They have a lot going on, and if you want entertainment, say the people you meet during the day and they're on their own at night, Nashville's a place. Have your meetings, let them loose. 5 o'clock. Say, see you tomorrow at like 9. I don't know if they'll show up or not, but I guarantee you they will have a good time. So that is it. I think that's it. I got one more slide. So this is the last one, right? And this is Glacier Bay National Park. This is in Alaska. I can't think of what city in Alaska, but yeah, definitely beautiful. Definitely a place to go as well. Glacier Bay National Park, which is in Alaska. So just spectacular. Always wanted to go to Alaska, so I said, it was a couple of years ago. Went to Alaska, did a cruise through Alaska, like a 7-day cruise through Alaska. Got to see a lot of things that I ain't never seen. The air is so clear, clean. The area is so clean and clear. Oh, just beautiful. Uh, Bald eagles everywhere. I mean, you know how we see a lot of pigeons around here. You see eagles out there like I don't want to say like pigeons, but you see eagles all the time. It's not rare to say, oh my God, is that an eagle? No, you see eagles all the time in Alaska. Okay, so wildlife is just abundant and plentiful, and it's just a beautiful place to go. And like I said, it's clean, and I wish I was there now. But anyway, that's it. So I do these daily check-ins every day, right? They normally don't go that long. I think, let's see, how long have I been gone? I don't even know how long I've been on this thing. About 30 minutes. Yeah, about 25, 30 minutes as long as they go. I do them on live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube. I was always talking about something within excuse me, something within hospitality. So today is excuse me, one second. Woo, man, I needed that. So yeah, it's always something that's related to hospitality, right? So now I'm always going to show something in the background that's related to hospitality as well. So normally it would have been hotels, but today it was all about the destination. Something hit me today and said, you know what? It's all about the destinations today. So that's it. You guys have a great day, because I'm getting a lot of text messages and people asking me questions. People I ain't heard from are sending me stuff. So I haven't heard from in months, and they're sending me things. Excuse me. Woo. Yeah. So anyway, so that was it. So that was based on why should you collaborate with other people, right? So if you have opportunities to collaborate, you have opportunities to go on a podcast, talk about you, your brand, the brand you are, as well as the brand you represent, right? Always take those advantages and take advantage of that and do it, right? Because you're going to reach an audience that doesn't know who you are for the most part. They may not have any knowledge of you at all. And because that person wanted you to come on their show, they're exposing you to a whole new audience that you probably didn't even think about doing, right? Or think about reaching. So don't sleep on that, okay? So any questions at all, always feel free to reach out to me. Russell at russellofhotels.com is my email. You can check out my website, and my information is on there as well, and that's russellofhotels.com. So let me get out here before I start coughing. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'm going to be traveling for the next day, so I may not do On Air with Russell of Hotels tomorrow. If I do it, it will be late, but I'll keep you guys posted. But something's going to happen tomorrow. Either I'm going to do On Air or I'm going to do the daily check-in, but something's going to happen, right? And it will be on location, because I will be traveling tomorrow morning, and I'll let you know where tomorrow. So anyway, until tomorrow, you guys have a great day, and thanks for joining.